Don't believe us.
Yeah.
There's actually a scientist saying it.
Yes.
Carl Sagan.
Carl
Everybody
Sagan.
knows Carl Sagan.
That's right.
He's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not just literally people like authors like C.S. Lewis are saying it.
That's right.
But it's actually scientists themselves.
Yeah.
So from the horse's mouth.
Let's throw to that clip to Carl Sagan. This is him talking about science and his worries about it. Check it out.
All this. I mean, this is not the thing. There's two kinds of dangers. One is what I just talked about, that we've arranged a society based on science and technology in which nobody understands anything about science and technology. And this combustible mixture of ignorance and power, sooner or later, is going to blow up in our faces. I mean, who is running the science and technology in a democracy if the people don't know anything about it? And the second reason that I'm worried about this is that science is more than a body of knowledge. It's a way of thinking, a way of skeptically interrogating the universe with a fine understanding of human fallibility. If we are not able to ask skeptical questions, to interrogate those who tell us that something is true, to be skeptical of those in authority, then we're up for grabs for the next charlatan, political or religious, who comes ambling along.
That was a good clip.
That was a great clip. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, welcome back to KNOBnoxious. That was Carl Sagan, of course, just a small clip, but very informative of how nervous he was as well about how science and government coming together and then using it to manipulate the masses.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking we need an open dialogue. We need an open dialogue with other scientists, other people, other individuals to be able to ask the questions. Why are we not allowed? Why is this affront? This is Canada.
And anyone can ask the question.
Right.
Anyone.
Right.
You don't need a scientist to ask the question.
That's right.
If the question is good, everybody should be allowed to speak.
That's
and everybody,
right.
If the question is good, of course, the only way you can filter the bad questions and the bad from the good is to actually hear it out.
That's
if
right.
you don't hear it out, you're never gonna even have the chance to hear those quote unquote bad people.
Bad people.
So segregating answers and questions and things like that, what will lead to even more bad in the future, not good.
And that's the principles of science to begin with. Principles of science is to criticize, is to argue, is to be skeptical about things. So if I have a skeptical question about whatever's happening right now in the medical world, or what's happening right now in today's society in 2022, then I should have a right to be asked the question, not be hushed and silenced and censored off of YouTube or off any other platform just because I asked the question.
Yeah.
Like there should be no Canadians are not despotism. Like me, we're not. We shouldn't be following into that trend. Just because you don't understand something or you don't understand a scientific principle does not mean that you don't have the right to a question.